wherever you are in the world. Here, Veronica Sosa, your host from Radio Works World, broadcasting from Belgium, and I have a super guest tonight. So his name is Steve Thomas. I hope I pronounced it really good, Steve.
Yes, spot on there, Veronica.
How are you, Steve? How are you?
I'm very well, Veronica. Thank you for inviting me on your show this evening. Thank you.
Oh, no, I'm so thankful that you are here with us sharing this time. Everybody's so excited because they want to hear. We have today a really good theme that is behind a successful woman is a man.
Yes.
So I would like to speak to you about it because you're Vicki's husband. For our listeners, and we would like to have this conversation about entrepreneurship and how is life? How is life for you and Vicki? You can be nice. You don't have to be honest. No. Just kidding. I would like to know more or less. How long have Vicki been an entrepreneur? Has she ever been, like always an entrepreneur?
No, Vic's been, I would say for the last 10 years, Vic's been very focused on achieving certain goals she set herself. So it's, I suppose, and it's those 10 years have flown by, so it still feels quite a new thing to both of us, really.
Okay, so and you've been together how many years?
Oh, a while now, crikey. It's 21 years we've been
together. My God, that's really great.
Yeah, I know.
And congratulations!
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So you have to tell us your secret then. It's about being an entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship give you the key of success in the marriage as well?
Red wine, I think.
Red wine.
Always have her glass ready.
Well, that's good. As well, apart from that, you can say something else, I think. Okay, I would like to ask you, because it's amazing to be with somebody for 21 years, and then to be an entrepreneur. So she was not an entrepreneur before. So what was she doing? She was, you say that you got your children, and she stopped. She was being, she was in the house or things like that. She was a housewife.
No. Vic took a career break. And after the children, there was a gap of 18 months, 20 months between them.
Okay.
And it was while she was off work then having that career break that she decided she wanted to look at a few things. We were looking at investment for the children and how we could provide for the future, because it affects your whole way you look at life after having children. And she decided then she wanted to retrain, went back to university, got some qualifications behind her. And that's what started her off on her career path to become an entrepreneur. It's just, I think, when you have children, it just things change. You suddenly look at life totally different.
Totally. I'm myself a mother, and it haven't been. My daughter is 8 years, and obviously for us, I think when we talk about it, and I would love to hear what you think, is a different perspective. And we teach our children to be more independent. What do you think about that?
Oh, definitely, sir. I'm going to encourage our two, James and Alicia, they're 15 and 13, to not to focus on getting a job initially. I want them to go off, enjoy life for a little bit, but take some risks and do some crazy things, not just to look at getting a career and then sticking their nose down and, working then for the next 40 years. I want them to realize there's so much more out there to do, and opportunities are everywhere.
It's amazing to hear you, because I totally agree. That I come from Venezuela, and in my country, I don't know, there is many countries that they are like that. When I was long time ago, when I was a kid, I used to remember my father saying, you have to have a career, that give you money. So we were, trying, everybody teach people to just hunt the money instead of just doing what you're passionate about. So it's amazing what you say about your children, because it's about to have this open-minded and really I don't know. It's a different mindset, I guess. So, but I want to talk about a little bit about the, the how did you feel if it was always really good, when she started? Because there is two sides of the coins, if you can call it. There is the good thing of being an entrepreneur and the little, not that good thing, let's call it a little bit dislike thing. So can you tell me what you don't like about Vikki being an entrepreneur?
I haven't really got any things I dislike about it, but it's things I've learnt to accept. So she's sort of on call 24/7, really, dealing with different time zones, and she's got her fingers in quite a few. Look, she's got fingers in a lot of the pies. She's always on the go, talking about a new opportunity or discussing the merits of an opportunity with somebody else who she's mentoring. So she's if she's not talking to somebody, she's busy on social media. So I do feel sometimes I have to allocate a time slot to have a chat. But,
You have to ask for appointment.
I do, yes. But
That's
I can
really
usually
good.
I turn up with that red wine, you see. So.
Yeah, but when you have that appointment, then you have quality time. That's the good thing. You're looking forward. So that's a positive thing, don't you think?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's one thing. So, okay. And what other things you maybe don't like that much?
Sometimes when we go to social events or I go to one of her seminars or where she's talking and presenting, I do meet a lot of people. And that can be tiring because I'm there to support Vic, so I'll do everything I can. And you do have to wear a smile. And, and I am a people person. I do like meeting people, but sometimes people do tend to put themselves upon you, which can be tiring sometimes. But that just comes with the territory. So Vic suffers that way more than I do. But I have to, dive occasionally. So.
Yeah, I really appreciate what you're saying because I was talking today with a friend of mine about that. And it's true because, we're a human being too. We dedicate our time, our effort, and our life to maybe guide and just show what we know. But sometimes we need to be, on our own and with our family. So we deserve that too. So I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. There is time for everything. Okay, that's really good. And the last one, so it's going to be just three disliking thing about being an entrepreneur.
Well, now she's a lot more fussy on my ideas now because she's got her own opinions on how I should do my business ventures. So, which not, I do welcome Vic's opinion on what I choose to do in my business, but it sometimes can cross the boundaries between that personal and work life. We do a lot of work together, but sometimes I don't always want to talk about my issues I'm having at work or some deal I'm working on. So, and she'll ask me to talk about it, and I want to close it down because I don't really want to hear her opinion. Sometimes it's
Okay.
that's it really. It's not bad. That's very, very rare that happens. But
You just want to have the quality time with the wine.
yeah, my journey from work. I'm very fortunate where my office is now. My heated seats in my car haven't even warmed up by the time I get to my office. So, and then on the return journey home, I haven't decompressed. If I've had a bad day, I'm still mulling it over in the car. And then you walk through the door and you get, what's happened every good day? And there's a lot of questions and, tell me about this. And I don't always want to talk about it immediately. I'd like to relax, get into family mode, then I'll talk about it later. So, but that's just my short commute home. So.
Okay. So would you say that it's just, did you get that balance that you need? What is the secret of dealing or being with this situation to have a wife that is a super woman sometimes, that want to just be just not like a beautiful mother, a beautiful wife, but as well a really good businesswoman.
Well, Vic's my best friend, so we do talk about pretty much everything together. So most of our other friends we were together with, they've separated or gone their separate ways. So I view Vic as my true friend. So I love being with her, and it's just a balance. There's no winner or loser. It's never I'm right, you're wrong. It's just finding that happy medium. So when we've learned to accept, I'm not perfect, and although Vic is, I'm not.
Did you hear that, Vikki?
I've learned to accept that I make mistakes.
Okay, very well, Vikki. Well done.
So it's just finding that balance for it, and understanding that everybody's got an opinion, and I think we figured it out, but occasionally stress and tiredness creep in, that's another thing of being a busy entrepreneur is you think you're having a bit of quiet time, and then work creeps into it. Before you know it, you've spent the last 45 minutes discussing something about work, and which it's no hardship really, but it can creep in without you realising. So you need to have specified downtime away from IT and social media.
Okay, so I think that's the only thing that bothers you a little bit. So we just need to find somebody who deals with the social media of Vikki, and that's it. You will be happy totally, don't you think?
And if they took her phone off her as well, that'd be helpful.
Okay.
I don't think we'd get very far with that.
Okay, what would you? I would like you to give us, or to give the men who are listening, what's the three advice that you will just recommend them to do when an entrepreneur or a woman who wants to become an entrepreneur, what do they have to do about it, and how do they, because some people just don't understand, and some couples get to divorce because they don't accept maybe the woman just willing to get their dreams. And I do believe that we need support. We need to support each other, couples, my partner have to support me and be there. I'm not saying that it isn't, as you said, it's a balance. So I would like to hear from your way or your point of view, 3 points, the best things to do when a woman is starting to be an entrepreneur, how to deal with that and how to just make that balance happen.
Well, I suppose you need a strong relationship to begin with, because it's going to be a test in time. It's no easy road to become. As an entrepreneur, you're setting up businesses, you're trying new ventures. You probably haven't found that one route, that vertical market you're striving for. So, and if there's weaknesses in relationship, this will find it, and it will open up those cracks. So, I mean, if there's some mistrust or something already in that relationship, I think it can only be a bad ending on that. So that you need to have a strong relationship, I think, to give that honest support as you work through it. Vic and I, we don't have any set sort of roles in the house. We used to many years have blue and pink jobs, which, as this was Vic's phrase.
Blue and pink, that's...
There was the pink jobs were the one Vic wanted to do, and the blue jobs were anything she didn't want to do, i.e. anything outside, or the bins, the mowing the lawn.
Yeah. And now there is no difference.
No, there's more blue jobs than pink, I think. But but it's just rolling your sleeves up and mucking in, isn't it? We don't have these. Oh, where's my tea? If Vic comes home first, she'll start something, or if I come home first, I'll start it. I mean, she's been away in South Africa all week this week, and I've still got the children, still got my work. There's still activities for the kids; they need to be fed. So you just get on and do it. It's
And how is the relationship now? Well, now it's been 10 years, but the last year you said that it's been a lot of traveling. So how is the relationship with the kids? Or how they're coping with that? They like it, they enjoy it. You do you eat in the living room?
No, we don't. We that's one thing we don't do. We've always made sure we have a breakfast, or when we have a meal, we all sit together. So we occasionally all, have meals at separate times, but it's still at the table. So we're a bit of a stickler for that. But no, the kids are so proud of Mum. They really are fiercely proud of what she's achieved. sometimes I don't think they truly understand what she's doing. But she's just talking. It has been mentioned that it's not a proper job. But
Oh no, I can't believe you're
that's just
saying
we're not forcing it upon them for them to truly understand what's involved in it. They're very the mindset that you go to work and you come home, but they don't see what's going on when Vic's at home in her office at home working. So, but they know she's meeting a lot of people, traveling, and she's very busy. They've seen all her social media profiles, her little interviews and her clips, and meeting celebrities, and they love it. They do. They're really supportive to her. So it hasn't had an impact on us. They've embraced it, and they love it, and which is good for Vic. I think Vic is the only one who puts herself under pressure. She thinks she should be doing all of this and compensating more for the children for the week she's not there, where she doesn't have to do that. So, because they love what she does. They're so proud of her.
I understand that. I do believe that they are proud of her, but even more than you are proud of her too. And that's really, so we're going to say that you have to just trust each other, support each other, accept each other, and obviously care about your children a lot, to teach them, to be themselves as well and to follow their hearts, and not just to follow the system.
Yeah, definitely. And I haven't tried to, impact impede on Vic's work as well, because some of the complex property deals she works on, I have no idea what she's talking about. And
oh my God.
I leave her well alone, and I'll talk to her about it, but I haven't tried to. If it was something I wanted to do for my work, I'd research it, I'd understand it, and then I'd probably, argue with her over some parts of it. But it's her baby, so I've left to do it, and when she talks to me about something, it's, I'll offer an opinion, but she doesn't have to take it. So
and you respect that she's not agree with you sometimes, and she goes and do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice that she wants to ask my advice on certain things, but she doesn't have to take it. She listens, and then she'll make up her own mind. She's very independent in that respect.
Excellent.
I really don't mind that at all.
I think that's the key. So, well, Steve, thank you very much for coming here to this opportunity. It's a big opportunity for all of our listeners, to just, because we got a lot of questions about how do you do, and how your husband will think and how he behaves and how this, and I think it's just about finding the right. Your soulmate, I guess, and you two definitely are soulmates. And obviously there is arguments and stuff, because we're human, of course, but it's all about understanding and giving each other, space and respect, and those values that need to be there for sure. Loyalty and trust, and that's the main thing of everything. So I wish you both the best. I hope to meet you soon. I don't know if you're going to be in the family reunion.
Unfortunately not. No, I can't make it over there. So
really? So we're going to be drinking wine without you?
Yeah, but I should be drinking over here, thinking of you.
Okay. Well, we will give you a phone call then. Okay. Well, I thank you very, very much, and I hope to just maybe see you sometime soon. And I'm going to just let you go and have a good evening, whatever you're on the world. It was Veronica Sosa speaking from W.O.R.K.S World, broadcasting from Belgium. So bye-bye.
Thank you.